The following is transcribed.
Welcome to Bat-Supe, the never nutritious, definitely delicious podcast dedicated to the old-time radio adventures of Superman and the dynamic duo. Buckle your utility belts for lots of lead slinging, plenty of clowning around, and flattery and buttering up galore. Before we get to today's adventure, let's pause for this important message.
Doing nice things for other people can take all kinds of forms, gang, like, say, volunteering to do the jobs that maybe nobody else wants to do. Right, Officer O'Flanagan?
Volunteerism is the foundation of many a fine organization.
Like the Bat-Supers Club. And some of our young Bat-Supers have been doing some fine work at our local country club.
That's right.
Those boyos of mine from down to the community center banded together the other day and marched right down to the country club and volunteered to pick up golf balls from around the grounds. I've never been more proud. And as a special treat, the manager let him keep almost all of them. Say, that's mighty keen. See, gang, when you do good things for other people will do good things for you. Like your mom, for instance. It's thanks to her that you've got plenty of never nutritious, definitely delicious Bat-Supe ready to put into your bowl for lunch or dinner. So remember, like the Bat-Supers pledge says, always be good for Mom and Dad and your whole community. Join the Bat-Supers by sending in your filled-out form from right under the labels of Bat-Supe, available wherever fine podcasts are sold.
No good deed ever goes unpunished.
And now, Bat-Supe presents today's adventure, Part 7 of The Dead Voice, as originally broadcast on October 4th, 1946.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P, Pep. Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal, presents
The Adventures of Superman. Today, while Superman and Batman continue to track down a clue to Robin's whereabouts, their young friend has successfully managed to free his bond, only to face a murder-bent madman.
Hello there, gang. This is your pal, Dan McCullough. Say, I'll bet you're on the go these days, right from the moment you wake up, taking in all kinds of school games and fun. But I'll also bet that you can take in even more fun when you eat a good breakfast. Sure. And that's why now's the time, more than ever, that you also want to pack a good bowl of Kellogg's Pep under your belt. Every single dish of Pep gives you solid whole wheat nourishment plus. And these crisp, delicate golden flakes of Pep taste so downright terrific that you want to eat hearty. They're so strictly delicious that they're fun to eat. And for an extra bonus of fun, just take a look inside your next package of Pep for your prize, your surprise prize, because you may find an exciting colored cardboard model of a fighting plane, easy and fun to assemble. There are 7 model planes you can collect. Or you may find one of 24 full-color bird pictures with a description to help you name each of these birds when you spot it. Or your pet prize might be a bright-colored comic button picturing one of 18 famous characters straight out of the funnies to pin on your beanie cap or your jacket. All 3 kinds of Pep prizes are super. So ask Mom to get you Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal, and look for your prize inside the package.
And now, the adventures of Superman. 5 years ago, a man named Eric Larsen secretly murdered the parents of Dick Grayson, who, as we know, is Robin, the young companion of Batman. Later, Dick's testimony sent Larsen to jail on a charge of extortion, and he swore vengeance on the youngster. Recently, with the aid of a man named Marsh, who would inherit the fortune of Dick's wealthy grandfather in the event that anything happened to Dick, Larsen escaped from prison and abducted the boy. Marsh then appeared and shot Larsen, planning to shoot Dick, too, and blame it on Larsen. However, Dick managed to escape from his bonds. But as he was leaving the room in Larsen's bungalow in which he had been imprisoned, he came face to face with Marsh. Raising his still smoking gun, Marsh said,
I've just finished Eric Larsen. And now, Grayson, I'm going to finish you.
As we continue now, the boy who is Robin acts fast. Leaving his feet in a sudden headlong dive, he crashes headfirst into Marsh. Then as Marsh staggers backward, the breath momentarily knocked from his body, Robin spins about and, spotting a flight of stairs, races up them with the agility of a cat. Reaching the top of the stairway, he wrenches open a door just as Marsh, recovering, fires 2 shots after him.
Phew, that last shot parted my
You
hair.
can't get away, Dick. Says you.
Oh, jeepers, that guy means business. Good, there's a lock in the door. There, that'll hold until I get out of here. Now, where's the window? Well, that's funny. I don't see any window. Christopher Columbus. I'm up in the attic, and there's no window. No stairs either, except the ones I came up. Oh, you're in the soup, Robin, lad.
Open the door, Grayson.
Go away, Marsh. You bother me.
Open the door, I say.
Are you kidding?
Then I'll break it down.
That door won't last long. I'm trapped, but good.
Really worried, Robin casts another desperate look about the dim, dusty attic and sees no chance of escape. Meanwhile, several hundred miles away on the circus grounds in Buffalo, Superman and Batman in their guises of Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne are pursuing their only clue to Eric Larsen, the man who abducted Robin. The person they seek is a Wilfred Ellis, a circus clown who had visited Larsen in prison. And as we join them, they are near the entrance to the big tent where they are speaking to Joe Janesco, an animal trainer.
I understand you were the last person to speak to this clown, Wilfred Ellis, before he disappeared from the circus last week, Mr. Janesco. Is that right?
Why, yes, I guess I was, Mr. Kent. Well, you could have knocked me over with a feather when Freddie told me he was quitting. I thought he was happy here because, well, he was getting billing on all our posters, really starting to make himself a name, you know.
Did he tell you where he was going?
No, he didn't.
Did he have a family?
Oh, just a sister. She used to be with the circus, too, a bareback rider.
Where does she live, do you know?
She runs a boarding house in Chicago.
Where in Chicago?
Let's see, Freddie and I had dinner with her last time we were in Chi. Oh, yeah, I remember. It was over on North Avenue, across from Lincoln Park. She calls it the White Horse Inn or something like that.
White Horse Inn, eh? All right, thanks very much, Mr. Janesco. Come on, Bruce.
Right.
Well, much obliged.
You're welcome. Say, look, if you catch up with Freddie, say hello for me, will you?
You bet. All right, quick, down behind this tent, Bruce.
Right.
I'll strip down to my Superman costume.
No, we zipped to Chicago, huh?
Right.
Freddie Ellis is the only person who visited Larsen in prison. So he must have brought him the drug and then helped him escape.
Which figures that he should know where Larsen is now.
Right. Where he is, Robin must be.
I certainly hope so. I'm worried sick about that boy.
Relax. I'm sure we're on the right track now. There we are. All set. You ready?
Shoot.
For the White Horse Inn, then. Hang on. Up! Up! And away!
Find your brother, Miss Ellis. So if you know where he is...
What do you want with Freddie?
Well, it's very important. Take my word for it.
I don't take anybody's word, young man. I'd have to be in with a circus most of my life and then running a rooming house.
Well, now, listen...
Just a minute, Clark. Let me handle this. Miss Ellis, I'm quite a circus fan. Didn't you used to do a bareback riding act with Great American and International Circus?
Why, yes, I did. Did you, see me, Mr. Wayne?
Oh, many times. You were wonderful. I remember that double somersault you did while your horse was in full gallop. Why, that was terrific.
Well, it's real nice of you to remember that. It's quite a long time since I retired, you know.
It seems like only yesterday to me. You were so wonderful.
Why, Mr. Wayne, that's so sweet of you. Let me give you a cup of tea.
No, I couldn't think of bothering you, but about your brother, Freddie.
Ah, that no-good rascal. He still owes me $50 he borrowed 10 years ago. What's he been up to now?
We think he helped Eric Larsen escape from prison.
Larsen, huh? Another rascal if I ever saw one. The meanest ringmaster I ever worked with. So Freddie helped him escape, did he? Well, I can believe it. They're two of a kind. They steal the pennies out of a beggar's tin cup.
Uh-huh. But, look, do you have any idea where Freddie is now, Miss Ellis?
Well, I might have. But it don't seem right to turn on my own brother.
But... just a minute, Clark. Miss Ellis... do you remember John and Yvonne Grayson? The Flying Graysons, they were called?
Why, of course I do. A lovely young couple they was. And wonderful performers. Such a pity they had that terrible accident. They left a little boy, too. A sweet youngster.
Yes, and we think that youngster is in the hands of Eric Larsen, and that Larsen means to do away with him.
What?
That's right. That's why we're so anxious to find your brother. You see, we think he knows where Larsen is.
Good heavens.
Now, will you help us?
Well, I certainly will. Why, I can't believe it. Larsen and Freddie helping him? Well, sure, I'll tell you, Mr. Wayne. Last year, when Freddie started to get special billing with the circus, he bought a little chicken ranch, see?
Oh, where is this ranch, Miss Ellis?
In California, in Central Valley.
Central Valley, California.
Of course, I'm not sure Freddie went there, though.
We'll find out in a few seconds.
A few seconds?
Very soon, that is. Thanks loads, Miss Ellis.
Yes, thanks a million.
Well, you're very welcome, but...
See you again sometime. Come on, Bruce. We're off to California. My name is Clark Kent, and this is Bruce Wayne.
How do you do, Mr. Ellis?
Hello. I suppose you gentlemen want to buy some chickens?
Well, no. We'd like to ask you some questions.
Questions?
Yes. About Eric Larsen.
Eric Larsen?
That's right. We want you to tell us where he is.
Oh, my goodness. Why, he's dead.
Oh, no, he isn't.
He's alive, and you know it.
He is?
Don't give us that. You know he's alive. Because you helped him put over that trick on the prison authorities. And then you helped him escape from his grave.
Don't holler at me. I get nervous when people holler at me.
Then quit stalling and talk.
I don't know what you're talking about, I tell you.
Now, you listen to me.
Now, wait a minute, Bruce. Look, Mr. Ellis. You visited Eric Larsen several times in prison, didn't you?
Why...
It's no use denying that. It's in the prison records.
I wasn't going to deny it. Yes, I went to see him, but only because he owed me money. I knew he had some money someplace, and I wanted him to pay me.
Oh, baloney.
Please, Bruce, please. You were the only visitor Larsen had in prison, Ellis.
I was?
Yes. The day after your last visit, Larsen apparently died.
I didn't have anything to do with that. Honest, I didn't know...
You didn't know what?
Are you trying to say you didn't know what was in the drug you slipped to him?
No, I didn't. I didn't know what it was. The man just said...
What man?
Oh, dear, why don't you let me alone? I didn't kill Larsen, I tell you. I didn't. I'm so worried. I was afraid the police would come and say I did it.
That's why you quit the circus and came out here, eh?
Yes. I was afraid they'd say I did it, but I didn't. And now it's on the radio, and you say that maybe he's alive.
He is.
This is a trick. Everybody's trying to trick me. I didn't have anything to do with killing him. It was the man...
What man?
Well,
Come on. Give. What man, Freddie? Tell us all about it, and we'll help you. But you've got to tell us everything. And the truth.
All right, Mr. Kent. I'll tell you.
Good.
I'll tell you everything. I can't stand it anymore. I'm afraid of the man and the police. I'll tell you everything.
Mopping his perspiring face, the little fat ex-circus clown Freddie Ellis prepares to tell Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne all he knows. We'll be back in a moment with the startling climax of today's episode. So stand by.
You know, gang, it really gives you something to look forward to when you realize you can get not just one kind of prize, but one of 49 different top-notch prizes in each package of Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine cereal. Sure, you'll find a prize in every package. For instance, you may find one of 18 different comic strip buttons, each picturing a favorite comic strip character. Or you may find a colored cardboard model of a fighting plane, one of 7 exciting plane models in the series. Or you may get a beautiful full-color bird picture from a series of 24, each with a full description on the reverse side so that you can make like you're an expert on birds. Now, that makes 49 different prizes you can collect. And that's only a part of the fun in Kellogg's Pep. Think of the good eating fun in these crisp whole wheat flakes, all crammed with keen, catchy flavor. I mean, Pep's delicious, a prize in itself. Yes, sir, a bowl of Pep, the Sunshine cereal, is strictly on the terrific side. So speak to Mom about it today. Ask her to get you a supply of Kellogg's Pep from the grocer first thing tomorrow. And remember, look for your prize inside each package of Pep.
As Freddie Ellis begins his confession to Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne in California, another scene is taking place thousands of miles away in the outskirts of Metropolis. In the dim, dusty bungalow attic in which he is trapped, Robin pales as the man named Marsh finally breaks through the thin door and steps into the attic.
I told you you couldn't get away, Dick. And now you're trapped.
Wait, don't forget, Batman will make you pay for this, and the police.
Nobody'll make me pay. I've already shot Larsen. I'll tell the police I got here just after Larsen shot you, and that I killed him in self-defense when he tried to get away. What's that?
Sounds like the police.
Police? I didn't want them here yet. Now I've got to put you away fast.
No, don't shoot. Don't!
That'll take care of him, all right. Now to get ready for the police.
Without stopping for more than a quick look at Robin's motionless figure on the floor of the dim attic, Marsh turns and hurries back down the stairs. Is Robin really dead? Are Superman and Batman so close to the truth, too late to save the gallant youngster? Or are things not exactly what they appear to be? There's a startling surprise in Monday's exciting episode, so don't miss it. Tune in, same time, same station.
And remember, for breakfast, it's Kellogg's Pep.
For excitement, the adventures of Superman.
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC comic magazines and is brought to you Monday through Friday at this same time by Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal. Say, what goes with the kids in other countries? What do they look like and how do they dress? Well, Kellogg has the answer with the cutouts on packages of Kellogg's Crumbles. And the kids in your family will have a swell time with these dolls of all nations, cutting them out, changing their costumes, collecting all 6 countries in the series, like Norway, Holland, China. 2 cutout dolls to every package, you know, and they're dressed like the real thing. That's dolls of all nations on packages of Kellogg's Crumbles. And be sure to be with us on Monday for the thrilling adventures of Superman. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
That was part 7 of The Dead Voice from The Adventures of Superman. Thank you for listening. Never miss an episode of Bat-Supe by subscribing on your favorite podcatcher. Bat-Supe is a proud member of the Moonlight Audio Theater family of podcasts, is also available on YouTube and Facebook, and will soon be heard as part of the Mutual Audio Network's Saturday Story Circle. Learn more at bat-supe.podbean.com. Well, that'll wrap things up for this episode of Bat-Supe, but be sure to tune in next time when you'll hear the hotel clerk say,
You're quite welcome, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Now here is our star, Vincent Price.
Ladies and gentlemen, as responsible parents, you never think of allowing your children to play with poison. And as responsible Americans, it's your duty to protect them from the dangers of the poison we call prejudice. Here in America, racial and religious hatred does exist, sustained by the political adventurers and plain crackpots who are willing to scrap the democratic way of life to attain their own ends. Prejudice in America is centered in their addled philosophy. But unless we guard ourselves and our families, it can find its way into our own lives. Then the poison would do its work, undermining America's unity, sabotaging our prestige abroad, and wrecking our ideal of individual freedom. In your family life, you can effectively carry on a campaign against prejudice. Our youngsters grow up with a pride in their country. Teach them that part of that pride is our tradition of accepting or rejecting people on their individual worth, not on the basis of race or religion or color. Remember, freedom and prejudice can't exist side by side. If you choose freedom, fight prejudice.